It's time to collect our rewards for this brilliant event and then go collect a ton of energy. I'm Professorvoqas, and this is Harry Potter Wizards Unite.
Hello, Professor. I didn't see you there.
I stopped to get some coffee on the way to Waverly Place, because if you see my energy, I'm 61 out of 255, and it's one of the best places for me to replenish energy. But it's 1:30, and this event ends in, well, 1:28. This event ends in about 30 minutes, and I have finished everything. Last we left, I was on those bonus tasks, but 10 wizarding challenges, did those at home, and then those brilliants I actually just got over the course of a couple days, just kept collecting them. So let's go ahead and collect all this. Let's get the witch sharpening, and the potent extimulo, and the spell book, which we're going to go do the combat tree in just a second. A silver key, some energy, that'll the little less I have to collect. And then the final rewards, the only thing I've checked to make sure I can collect them is the 5 fragments of the mermaid stained glass. So, and I don't have any right now, so I'll be able to place that image again. So let's head into the event registry. Should have some rank ups. Had a couple rank ups, and I'm going to go ahead and place the mermaid stained glass and get the 1,000, and then get the little bit, the 10 family experience, mainly because I do have some port keys I'm walking, and I want to make sure when I open those, I'm not max fragmenting. I do want to collect those fragments and build my way back up. You may also notice I'm only at rank 50, so I may not make it to rank 65, because it's only 30 minutes left in the event, so I'll get some brilliance, but I'm not going to get a ton. The only way it'll put me over, I guess, the only way I'm going to get it is probably after the event, because port keys, I'm going to hold on to a bunch of brilliance and just walk them over the next couple days before the adversary event begins. And then I have enough rune stones to certainly run fortresses, and those get you 10 a pop when you get the family fragment to drop, 10 experience a pop. So I may make it to 65. Honestly, as much as I've done it in the past, there's no real reason to do it, so I'm not too worried about it, and I really wasn't. It's been raining so much lately. That's one of the reasons that's kept me from playing more and just being able to grind out those brilliants. Over at the combat training tree, the advanced adversarial combat, I am up to 55 spellbooks. I've been getting some drops from trunks from the nodes I unlocked that get me spellbooks sometimes. Been doing a bunch of fortresses, which obviously get you 2 a pop every time you rank up. And then, of course, I have my good friends that are getting me extravagant runestone gifts, which gets me spellbooks as well. So anyway, we have enough. We have 55, and we only need 40 for this to get up to 24% dodge. So maybe we'll see that. Maybe we'll see that in this next adversary event. I still have yet to see my first dodge to actually see it happen. So as I said, my main goal today is actually just to get that energy back up over at Waverly Place, and I'll probably do a little grind session. If you look, I just leveled up a little bit ago. But now I'm at 226,000 out of 850,000 toward level 53. So I have started to use Brewfields a little more, and I have been able to do a couple grind sessions. Today will probably be one of those, although it's about 45 degrees out. I'm outside right now sitting with my coffee. It's just easier to film outside. Better lighting as well. And I've got a cookie. So I'm going to sit here, catch some of these brilliants, eat my cookie, drink this coffee, and then I'll meet you guys over at Waverly Place when we're grinding out a little bit over there. One Brewfields later, and a little walking around these inns, as well as using some inn charms. I'm back up. You can see I'm over max energy. I'm at 257. So from 60-something to 257. Brewfields is wearing off in like 20 seconds. I'm only at 247,000, so what was that, around 20,000? I used a Trace Charm on the Emergency on the Draco, and then the clone of the Draco got away, but the young Remus Lupin was spawned off of that, and I did return that, so that was good. You saw on the Sorry, you saw the head wig. I'm seeing them all the time, so I decided to throw one of those into the montage so you could see after I was trying to get them to finally get that page to gold, now I just see head wig all the time, of course. In addition, that Narcissa, the only adversary I've seen the whole time, and I'm not seeing one now, the Narcissa, that battle went about as best as it could possibly go for me. No dodges. I used a wit sharpening and a potent on her, but that was it because I got a crit every single hit. So I knocked her down to less than like 100 before she even had too many hits on me. So again, that just pure luck on that one. Just the fact that I happened to get all those hits perfectly for that. So anyway, mission accomplished in that sense. Over at my dailies, I just want to show you one thing. Oh, I can collect this now. The walk 0.25 kilometers. I've been holding off on that because I had used the greenhouse charm and I had used my in charm a couple times, but the trace charm is still 5 out of 5. Well, now the trace charm is 4 out of 5, so I'm going to go ahead and collect that so that I'm not wasting it. I still need to run a fortress. I tend to run these sometime later tonight just so I can finally collect that last bit of daily. Another thing I did was load it up on just a bunch of ingredients. I'm down to 6 snowdrop because I did load up on more snowdrop, but in my potions queue, I ended up queuing up a couple potents, an extimulo, and then a tonic for trace detection. So I did use some as I was going along, mainly to create space. But we will need those extimulos and some wit sharpenings for the next adversary event. That information actually just came out while I was doing all this. So I'll have a video for that coming out tomorrow, in which we will need to use a certain number of extimulos and a certain number of wit sharpening in adversary battles. As I've said many times, I love these in-between days when, I mean, I was finishing up the event, but I was done with it, which meant I could just come out here and just do a session. There was no rush for me to do anything specific. I was just picking up some ingredients, maxing out the energy, obviously, but that's easy with all the inns around in the greenhouses. And I did walk those porkies a little, and that was actually one of the reasons I didn't get as much experience off the Brufios, because I actually walked in some areas where there just weren't as many traces, mainly just trying to get distance on the porkies, out to some outlier inns so I could get some energy and distance at the same time. Although it's in the 40s, there's actually a pretty strong breeze going. I know from some of those water shots on those fountains, you probably saw the water blowing sideways, so it is definitely a bit colder once you've been out here for a while, and I don't have any gloves with me either. Which is fine. It's easier to cast spells that way. But I am going to call it a session on this one. I hope you guys enjoyed my short session today out here at Waverly, as well as all the water fixtures as much as I do. And look forward to putting out that adversary guide tomorrow about all the tasks and then just kind of how you can prep for it. As always, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Nox.